Hello and welcome to the Online Dental Marketing Club. Excuse me, very slightly different format this month. I've had some problems streaming live to Facebook over the past few months. So I'm actually pre-recorded this. So whilst this is live on Facebook, it's actually a pre-recording. I've also got some other stuff going on Thursday, so I can't actually be directly live with you. So feel free to comment throughout this video. I will still be able to respond to specific comments at specific times, but I'm going to be doing that after the event. So what are we looking at this time at the Online Dental Marketing Club? We're going to be looking at gentle email marketing. And very often I hear email marketing, people saying, I don't want to get involved in that. It's spam. Sending bulk emails is a nasty, horrible way to annoy people and frustrate people. And they really just don't want to hear it. And um, that is very true. And one of the reasons that email marketing is so effective is demonstrated by the fact that it's so annoying. Let me explain. So email is when you receive spam, when you receive emails you don't want, it's incredibly annoying for a number of reasons. Lots of people use these things, mobile phones. You may have that in your handbag, in your pocket, and you may have it set to buzz whenever you receive an email. That is incredibly intrusive. Um, so you then open up the email, notice it's from someone that you don't like, and are really annoyed because they've invaded your personal space. Um, Email is also very often very personal to you. Certainly, I use my name within my email address. You might have, threadblogs at your website.com, or you may have, Mark Oborn of Outlook.com, for example. So you may be using a very personal email address that's got your name in, and it's when you receive that email, you are checking that email in a relatively personal space. Again, you may be checking it on your phone, you may be checking it on your computer, but it's a personal space to you. It's almost as though someone has given you or hand delivered you a virtual message. And again, if that message that lands in this personal space when you're checking your email is spam and you don't want it, again, it can seem very annoying, it's very frustrating. But flip that on its head. Let's say you have a communication that you are wanting to receive from someone, you are waiting to receive it. It could be notification that you've won the lottery, it could be all manner of things. Excuse me. But if you are wanting to receive an email, wanting to receive a notification, you're almost actively waiting for this thing to buzz. You're logging into your emails, you're checking your emails hourly, daily, every minute to see, have I received this email? So it's not emails per se which are annoying and spam. It's the content of those emails, the frequency of them, and how those emails are delivered. So email can be incredibly powerful if that person is waiting and ready to receive that email and wants to receive it. And that is the style of email marketing that I like to use. So the email marketing I use is never purchasing lists. The lists we build are all organic. So when we start our email marketing, so this is new patient acquisition email marketing. When we start our email marketing, we're starting with a list of 0. We have no email addresses with which to communicate with anyone. We are building this list from 0, which means we are actively asking people for their email addresses. We're checking that they want to receive those emails from us. We're managing that relationship. We're managing that relationship using email communication so that that person gets the emails that they want at the right time, and in a way that is gentle and informative for the patient. And that's really what we're going to walk through today. We're going to walk through how do we set up these emails so that they're gentle, they're informative, so that the person wants to receive them in order to get the best result, firstly for the patient, and secondly, for you as a practice. So let's take your website as an example. When someone lands on your website, not everyone is ready to request an appointment straight away. So I see many practices say, well, I've got email marketing on my website, I've got a request an appointment form. And all it does is the person fills in that form and you get, as the practice manager or the practice owner, a notification to say this person's filled in a form, and that's all it does. I mean, that is not email marketing. So that is just having a form where you say, I'd like to request an appointment, which can work very well. But not everyone is ready to request an appointment when they land on your website. More than likely, people are going to be wanting a few different stages. So if you think about making a decision to purchase anything, you will go through a set stages in your decision-making process. And the first stage is that you will recognize that you have a problem or a need or a desire. But effectively, there will be a problem that you wish to solve. That problem could be, I don't know what the time is, I wish I had a watch. That problem could be the watch that I've got doesn't fit with the fashion trends that I want to keep up with, or doesn't fit with the outfit. I want to replace that watch. But there will be a problem that you have deemed that you wish to resolve. With online marketing, that person will have already identified a problem within themselves, and they are actively now searching for a solution to that problem. So if we go to, say, Google, for example, people will be typing into Google Rolex watches, diamond watches, black watches, Fitbit watches. So they would have identified that problem. They will also be typing how to replace missing teeth, I want dental implants. So they're in that mindset. They've already taken that very first step. They recognize they have a problem and they want to solve it. But the next step is what we call an information search. So for example, let's take the watch as an example. You may say, I want a blue watch to go with my outfit. There's going to be a stage of information searching. We are going to be looking at all different types of blue watches. You may be looking at different functions of those blue watches as well. You can be looking at delivery options. Can you get it to you at the right time? Then once you've done that, if you're purchasing online, or even if you're purchasing in the high street, you're going to be looking for, is this the best deal I can get on this watch? Is it available now? Have they got it in stock? When can I get it? Because there may be time restraints on you. So you're going to be doing a whole information search. And exactly the same when someone is looking to solve a dental problem. The first stage is to do an information search. Now, that information search may happen and resolve itself very quickly if they have a current dentist or they know of someone. But if they don't know of a dentist or they don't know of someone to solve their problem, they're going to go into more of an extended period of information search. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. It keeps me lubricated and flowing and the caffeine going, you know. So the question to you is, if someone is in that information searching stage and they land on your website, what are you doing to enable them to take the next step and to answer some of those questions? So think about the questions that someone may ask, so or wanting to resolve. So they may have missing teeth. They may have looked in the mirror that morning and thought, oh, I really don't like this missing tooth. I've got to solve it. They may have got food caught in it. They may have friends say to them, you've got missing teeth. You need to fix that. Or have you thought about fixing it? So they may be thinking, okay, well, I've got missing teeth. I've got absolutely no idea what my options are. What can I do? So into Google, I go replacing missing teeth and I go searching for some solutions. And they find your website. And all there is for a way of you engaging with that person is request an appointment. They're not ready to request an appointment. They're nowhere near that stage in the decision-making process. All they want is more information. You know, they're in their information gathering stage. They're effectively going from shop to shop to shop to find out where is the best place to go. So they're not going to request an appointment. So what we do for these people, and this is where online and email marketing comes in, and I'll show you how we do this. What we do for these people is we have a free information guide. So we put a free information guide on your website and we say, you know what, we care so much about you. We've written a free guide about everything you need to know about replacing missing teeth. Or straightening crooked teeth, or redesigning your smile, or facial rejuvenation, or oral health, or whatever, or sedation and overcoming dental anxiety, whatever you want, but the principle remains. And I'm going to use missing teeth as an example. So we go to a free guide to replacing missing teeth, and we put that guide on your website, or we put a form on your website, and we say, all we need from you, we'll email the guide straight to you because it's a PDF document. And then in order to do that, we just need to know your email address. That's very basic. I'll show you the forms in more detail so you can see exactly how they work. That person then receives the guide. That's pretty much the end of the story, except within that guide, we are then suggesting that we drive that patient towards the next stage in their decision-making process, which is to request an appointment, should they be interested. We then also use gentle email follow-ups, assuming we have permission via GDPR, and I'll show you how we deal with that as well in a moment. We then can follow up that person gently with emails, not come in and see us, we can help you, we're the best, we're fantastic, none of that. We can say, come in and see it. Sorry, we don't say that. We say, you may be wondering how comfortable replacing missing teeth is. So then there's an opportunity to talk about local anesthetic, how you work as a practice, what do you do to help patients that are anxious about the dentist, how they can start to overcome their dental fear, and talk about generally how comfortable replacing missing teeth is, perhaps particularly with implants. You then may say, the next email might say something along the lines of, so you're wondering, how much does replacing missing teeth cost? That's a very important question. That's what people want to know. So then you can talk specifically about the cost of replacing missing teeth, the value that you add as a practice. So you're building trust and you're building a relationship, but you're answering their questions. So you're answering the genuine questions that people ask about replacing missing teeth. Because we are doing that, we are answering their genuine questions. We know what their concerns are. We're engaging with them slowly and gently. These emails cease to become spam. They cease to become annoying and frustrating. We are there to help the patient. However, within each email, we do let that patient know about the next stage in the process. And the next stage in the decision-making process is if a patient is hovering around requesting an appointment. So if they are definitely ready, they'll fill in your request an appointment form because most practices have got that already. But what if they're hovering? What if they're thinking, I'm not sure about requesting an appointment? I don't know. And this is where some form of incentive comes in. This is where request an appointment with a treatment coordinator, a free consultation comes in. You may also wish to do an online offer only. Perhaps your initial consultation is £75. You may want to do it for £35, for example, as an online offer only. You may decide that you want to do a refund of the initial assessment. Perhaps the patient pays for the initial assessment and you have an online voucher only where they can download it and they get a refund of their initial assessment once they turn up, effectively making it free. Maybe that you refund the initial assessment against certain treatments, thereby making it free in the grand scheme of things in the overall treatment plan. So there are multiple things you can do, but you definitely need to have some form of incentive just to give that patient a bit of a nudge to request an appointment. Once they do that, they then drop into the request an appointment automated email system, and I'll show you that in a moment as well. So you can see we're using email to manage that process and to guide the person from stage to stage to stage to request an appointment. And the final stage is we drop them into a patient database when they come in to see you, and then use email marketing to ask them for a review. So I'm going to show you the new patient acquisition side of this within some software that I use. And the software that I use is Aweber. And you'll see the logos, you'll see the stuff all around on the presentation as we go. So if you look up Aweber, that's the software I use. It starts at $19 a month. So what's that, 15 quid? It's really, really good value and it's a no-brainer. And I've been using it for nearly 10 years now. It is a fabulous, fabulous online software to use. So let me just bring in the presentation. So this is Aweber. And the way this works is with lists. So we create lists for various stages within that decision-making process. Unfortunately, these lists are not in order of how you would in that process that I've just described. This is a fairly new client, so you can see we don't have a massive amount of people on these lists at the moment, but these are all harvested from the website. We started with 0 and we're building slowly as the process goes on. And actually this will continue to grow over the years because it's all automated. So you can see we have an appointment request list. So that's the simple form on the website. Patient completes it, requests an appointment. When they do that, it adds them to the database. We can put some automation to that, and I'll show you that in a moment. It also pings an email to the patient that requested an appointment to say, thank you, just to let you know we've received your request. And it pings an email to the practice to say, this specific person wants to request an appointment. We then have a list called free guides, and you can see that there very clearly. That is the list where we hand out information about the free guides. Then we have an incentive. This is our incentive list. This particular practice offer a free consultation. Then we've got our patients database. So as patients come in to see us, new patients, we import them into the system, and that's where we ask for a review. And as part of that review process, if the person says no, they're not happy to leave a review because they're not happy with the services, they can give us some feedback, and that's why I have a list called unhappy. And these are people that are not happy to leave a review. They're in our unhappy list, and therefore we don't engage with them in any form of online further marketing because we know they've not been happy with our services. So it just keeps the whole system nice and clean and fresh. So let's go a little bit deeper into this. Excuse me. So I'm going to show you this free guides, and I'm going to show you the, to start off with, I'm going to show you the free guide form that we use. So here is the form for the free guides. So we've got the form online here. I wonder if can I zoom into that? Yes, I can zoom in. It's a little bit pixely, but it's because this is the screenshot of the form. So we can see what happens is on the website there is a button which says download your free guide to everything you need to know about replacing missing teeth. And it's just a download button. They click on download. When they click on download, the form pops up and it says, thank you. We just need your name and email address so we know where to send your information pack. They put their name and their email address in. And now we're saying, would you like to receive further communication from us? And they either say, yes, I'd like to receive further communication from you, including special offers, or no. And from a GDPR point of view, all we need to do is to gain permission, express permission to send them further communication. From a marketing point of view, if we tell that person what may happen if they do not give us permission, you're more likely to get opt-ins. And this is where GDPR and marketing cross and overlap, and you have to constantly reference back to the GDPR recommendations to ensure you are doing it correctly. And as yet, we've had no problems with this, and it seems to be working well. So we say, yes, I'd like to receive further communication from you, including special offers, or no, keep me in the dark. I accept I may miss out. Perfectly valid. And we have people click on no, keep me in the dark. And if that's what they say, that's what happens. We don't send them any further communication. And then finally, I consent to my personal data being collected and stored, which is a GDPR requirement. So we've got the form there. Yes, I'd like to receive further communication, or no, keep me in the dark. Now, this form is intelligent. So the form is intelligent. The Aweber knows which of those they've clicked. Yes, I'd like to receive further communication. No, keep me in the dark. Now I'm going to show you what happens when they click on either one of those options. So if I now go into campaigns, this is going to look mighty complex, but it's not. So let's just ignore the replace and ortho. let's just look at the facial because it's at the top then, it's just easier to look at. We have 3 campaigns and we have a free guide only with agree to marketing, and we have a free guide with no marketing. So what that does is it depends on which one of these buttons the person clicks. If they click on would you like to be kept up to date? Yes, I'd like to receive further communication from you. Then free guide, agree to marketing, that campaign is triggered. If they click on the other button, no, keep me in the dark, I accept I may miss out, then the facial guide with no marketing campaign is triggered. So I'm going to show you what happens with each of those campaigns so that you can see very clearly the way the whole thing works. So when someone clicks on the no, keep me in the dark, it sends this email. So it says, thank you for requesting your report on facial aesthetics. Please take a while to read through your guide and you can download it by hitting the button at the end. And then we say, so this is an opportunity. We get one opportunity because I have requested one single email to download the guide. We have one opportunity where we ask them the question again. We have lots more information, including special offers that we can send via the occasional email. Would you like to be kept up to date? If that person clicks, yes, please keep me up to date, then the email marketing will kick in. If they ignore that and don't, then nothing further happens. So let me just show you that. So this is the email marketing free guide. Here we are. So this is that first email. Your free guide is here. And within that free email, the content of that free email is this. And it says, please keep me up to date. If they click on this button, please keep me up to date, it bounces them to a page on the website that says, thank you, your preferences have been updated. So that is here. On the link click, we're now adding an automation into this. So on link click, your preferences have been updated. Then we add a tag, and we add a tag, consent via email click. That consent via email click is a tag that gets added to that contact, so we know that they have consented via email click. And we also add the tag go facial. And it says here, applying the tag Go Facial will trigger the following campaign, facial guide follow-up emails. So what happens is they said they don't want any follow-up, they don't want any ongoing marketing. So they've said no to any ongoing marketing. If all they do is open that email and don't take any other action, we can see in here on the right-hand side, nothing else happens. But if they do click that link, they get added the tag go free guide, and here it is. When the tag go facial is added, then we also add another tag to them which says agree. They have agreed to marketing, and here is the follow-up email campaign for the facial rejuvenation. And exactly the same happens with the replacing missing teeth. So the tag go replace. The campaign is automatically triggered. So you see, we're using email marketing, we're using the way the person interacts with us on the website to ensure that they get the right information at the right time. So here are the follow-up campaigns. And you can see that what we do is we also apply the tag agree to that person. So what I'm going to show you now is how we can then extend that. What I then do is we have another little rule which is set up. So anyone that has subscribed, now we've only got 6 subscribed because this is just set up. Anyone that has that tag agree on them gets added to a segment agree to marketing. So when we want to do future marketing, we can always send it to the correct segment that says agree to marketing. So we can always make sure that people always receive the right email at exactly the right time, and the Aweber is managing that background system. So if someone does not want to receive anything, they don't receive it. If they do want to receive it, receive an email, then they do receive it, and so on and so on and so on. So it keeps the whole system running very smoothly in the background. What we also do is we have automation within the various lists. So let me show you that. So we have automation rules. So we unsubscribe them from the list free guide when the subscriber subscribes to incentive. In other words, on the website and throughout the emails and on the free guide, we're driving that person to our free consultation. If they go to the website, fill in the form requesting a free consultation, it will add them to the incentive list, and then it will start to send them the you've requested appointment emails, and it will remove them from the free guides list. So you can see these lists become dynamic. If it removes them from the free guides list, they will stop receiving those follow-up emails driving them to the free consultation because they've done that. Equally, they will unsubscribe from this list when the subscriber subscribes to appointment request. So let's say they don't bother with the free consult, they just go straight to the website, click on the appointment request form and fill that in. Again, it will stop them receiving these automated follow-up emails. So it makes sure that if someone is a prospect and they're looking for information only, that's what they receive. As soon as they request an appointment, they stop receiving all of this marketing communication because we know they'll want to request an appointment. And likewise, when they've come to see us as a patient, we then put in unsubscribe from list when the patient subscribes to the patient's database. I will save that as an automation rule. So there you go. That's another automation rule added. So when we import our patient database into the system will automatically check and unsubscribe them from the free guides marketing if they register at the practice. So again, we're not sending a patient an email saying you need to come, or had you thought about coming for an appointment? We do a free consultation if they've already been in to see you. So you can see we're using email marketing. I understand it looks quite complex at this stage, looking at emails this way, looking at the background data. But I wanted to show you how we can use technology to manage this whole process. So someone visits the website, they download some information. If they agree to marketing, we send them follow-up emails. If they don't agree to marketing, we have one opportunity to say, would you like to receive them? If they say yes, then they receive the follow-up emails. The emails drive them to the next stage of the process, which is to request an appointment and or to request a free consultation and or an appointment. If they take that action, it stops them receiving the marketing communication about the free guides. And this is for 15 quid a month with Aweber. It's a fabulous piece of software. And I'm here to help if you want help setting this up. This is what I do all day long with my clients. I use Aweber to engage with patients online. We can then run marketing campaigns. So we could then go back to our list. And okay, at the moment, we've only got 5 subscribers within that list. But as this builds, we will also be able to say, okay, to Aweber, we can do various filtering. So we can tick here, we can filter and say, filter everyone that has agreed to marketing and everyone that has downloaded the straightening crooked teeth guide. We can then send those people specifically an email inviting them to an open evening you may be having about straightening crooked teeth, to perhaps a special offer that you're running. So we're using the system then to really communicate with people in the right way at the right time. So that's it. I hope you have found this useful. As ever, I've enjoyed sharing information with you, and I will see you next time in October. Take care now. Cheers. Bye.